in the corner now. Bayley sends her opponent outside the ring.
The hugger has her in her sights.
Boom! Baseball slide right through the corner.
What a battle we are witnessing.
We're at a stage where someone's going to have to shift it into another gear.
Look at Bayley here with the emphatic offense. Expecting this killer instinct from Bayley. She's showing some great effort. We'll see if it lasts.
Boom, right across the small of the back.
And there's the reversal from Sasha Banks.
Oh my God, look at Sasha Banks. Just like Byron in his job. Bankrupt. That should do it right there.
Man, I'm freezing. What are the chances I can bring this out to the ring with me?
0. But you should be plenty warm out there with all the hot air you produce.
Can't believe you didn't have a bigger career with singers like that.
Hi, sorry I'm late. I had to make like 7 connections to get here from Orlando.
Oh, hey, Peyton. No problem. I appreciate you doing me this favor. Red and Trey, this is Peyton Royce. We met when she trained here in Calgary, and now she recently signed with NXT.
So who am I facing tonight? And by the way, it's cold enough to freeze the tail off a brass kangaroo. Can I have this heater out there for my match?
Oh, sure thing, Peyton.
What?
You'll actually be facing Red tonight in her first ever match.
Wow, it's an honor. We actually watch you on NXT all the time. And at least when my friend Trey here isn't hogging the laptop and watching weird videos of who knows what.
She's kidding. I told you to stay out of my browser history.
Wait, did you say this is her first ever match?
Yeah, Red's only been training for about 3 months, but don't take her lightly, she's really good.
3 months? It took me longer than that to get here. And what kind of stupid name is Red? If anything, with your lack of experience, you should call yourself Green.
What? Anything she says with that accent is funny.
After I'm done with you tonight, you'll understand why they call me Red. Because all that pretty white snow out there will be stained red with your blood. And then every time it snows, the children who were here tonight will be reminded of the carnage they saw and refuse to go outside. And after you spend weeks in the hospital and are finally able to drag your broken body onto the airplane back to Orlando, the pilot will be so terrified by the sight of your mangled face, he will lose control of the plane, sending it crashing down to the earth.
Whoa. I think she got the point.
You have major issues.
What the heck was that?
The old hothead Red comes out when she gets angry. We've been working on dialing it back. I like the intensity, but just focus that on your match, okay? And if you can take a break while you're painting the snow red with Peyton's blood, maybe stop and soak everything in. This is your first match after all, which is a big deal. It's on our list.
Sorry. You're right, and I'm happy you'll be out there with me. I'm gonna go stretch.
Should I tell anyone with kids to leave?
Nah, she'll be fine. I hope.
Welcome to Winterfest 2015. As always, I'm your host, Gord Wilson. This can't be worse than last year's Winterfest, eh? The good news is most of the victims of the wild moose attack have fully recovered. Since this is Red's first ever match, I put a few toonies on Peyton Royce to win. I've just been informed there is no gambling. It looks like Peyton Royce might have this one in the bag, eh? We'd like to thank our local sponsors, Secondhand Tukes, Larry Zamboni Driving School, and of course, Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy. Bring your ticket stub to Riley's for a free picture of Mr. Flash himself, after purchase of a commemorative frame for only $19.95. To be in Peyton's shoes right now. Also, they don't look very warm. Oh, now Red looks to be in trouble.
G'day, Peyton. Koalas are cute, but they have terrible personalities, kind of like you. The Great Barrier Reef is more like the just okay Barrier Reef. And boomerangs are a sham. They never come back when you throw them. I really don't know that much else about Australia. Your chain of steakhouses is severely overrated.
Royce trained here in Calgary and is now an NXT superstar. You can watch her every week on the WWE Network, which recently turned 1 year old. Oh, crap. That reminds me, my wife's birthday is tomorrow, and I didn't get her anything. Hey, Todd, run out and snag me as much Winterfest junk as you can for $20. I'll pay you back. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. Welcome back, Peyton. It's clear Riley Flash has a gem of a student here with Red. He hasn't sent anyone to WWE yet, but I think she may be the first. Royce is originally from Australia, but spent a bit of time training here in Canada. I wonder if she now says, "Good day, eh?" After the wrestling matches are over, be sure to check out the ice sculpture contest. It's the coolest art you'll ever see. Yeah, sorry. They made me say that. There's still another great match coming up where you'll see Calgary's own Riley Flash take on a surprise opponent. I hear that Winterfest loosened up the old purse strings to bring this person in. Would have been nice if they did that for their announcer too, but I digress. outside is a bit squirrely, if you ask me. There might be a few ketchup chips short of a full bag, if you know what I'm saying. Just a warning for anyone here with little ones. Red said something about dyeing the snow red tonight. It reminds me of a time when I was a kid playing shinny on a pond and Chuck Garnsey caught a skate blade to the jugular. Yeesh. Welcome to Winterfest 2015. As always, I'm your host, Gord Wilson. This can't be worse than last year's Winterfest, eh? The good news is most of the victims of the wild moose attack have fully recovered. Since this is Red's first ever match, I put a few toonies on Peyton Royce to win. Now, I've just been informed. Looks like Peyton Royce might have this one in the bag, eh? Wait a second. Trey is finally doing something useful. We'd like to thank our local sponsors, Secondhand Toques, Larry Zamboni Driving School, and of course, Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy. And bring your ticket stub to Riley's for a free picture of Mr. Flash himself, after purchase of a commemorative frame for only $19.95. With that temper on Red, oh, I would not want to be in Peyton's shoes right now. Also, they don't look very warm. I'm told Red's manager goes by the name of Trey and hopes to be a wrestler himself someday. You know, I wanted to be a big-time radio DJ, but sometimes your dreams don't work out and you end up announcing... Oh, now Red looks to be in trouble.
G'day, Peyton. Koalas are cute, but they have terrible personalities, kind of like you. The Great Barrier Reef is more like the just okay Barrier Reef. And boomerangs are a sham. They never come back when you throw them. I really don't know that much else about Australia. Your chain of steakhouses is severely overrated.
Peyton Royce trained here in Calgary and is now an NXT superstar. You can watch her every week on the WWE Network, which recently turned 1 year old. Oh, crap. That reminds me, my wife's birthday is tomorrow, and I didn't get her anything. Hey, Todd, run out and snag me as much Winterfest junk as you can for $20. I'll pay you back. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. Welcome back, Peyton. It's clear Riley Flash has a gem of a student here with Red. He hasn't sent anyone to WWE yet, but I think she may be the first. Peyton Royce is originally from Australia, but spent a bit of time training here in Canada. I wonder if she now says, "Good day, eh?" After the wrestling matches are over, be sure to check out the ice sculpture contest. It's the coolest art you'll ever see. Yeah, sorry. They made me sick. Yeah, there's still another great match coming up where you'll see Calgary's own Riley Flash take on a surprise opponent. I hear that Winterfest loosened up the old purse strings to bring this person in. Would have been nice if they did that for their announcer too, but I digress. This guy Trey on the outside is a bit squirrely, if you ask me. It might be a few ketchup chips short of a full bag, if you know what I'm saying. Just a warning for anyone here with little ones. Red said something about dyeing the snow red tonight. It reminds me of a time when I was a kid playing shinny on a pond and Chuck Garnsey caught a skate blade to the jugular. Yeesh. Not a pretty sight. I mean, you should have seen the plasma gushing everywhere. Looked like a fire hose spraying. Except it wasn't water coming out. What's that? Oh, great. There's little ones here. Let's get back to the match. Wow, these two are going at it like they're competing over the last jar of maple syrup at the supermarket before a big winter storm hits. conditions. It's colder than a brass toilet seat in the Yukon. Here to train with Bret Hart. I'm not saying Riley Flash is a step down from the Hitman, but what the heck? Let's be honest. He's not a step down. He's more like 10 flights of stairs down. No offense, Riley. Hey, make sure you check out my podcast, Calgary Musings, your guide to living in the Stampede City. Next week's episode features my annual snow tire review. You certainly don't want to miss that. Just a heads up, there's a snowmobile in the parking lot with its lights on. Actually, at this venue, that doesn't really narrow it down. We'll get you the plate number. I hear Red has a list of goals she wants to achieve in wrestling. I had something similar for broadcasting. Never crossed a single thing off. But you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, eh? And in my case, 100% of the shots you do take. But let's get back to the action. If I was grading this match, I'd have to give it an A, eh?
That was awesome! It was everything I've ever dreamed of. I'm numb with excitement, or maybe I'm just frozen, but either way, I get to cross 2 things off our list.
And you did it without emotionally scarring any children.
Wrestle first match and win first match.
Nice of your mate to help you out there tonight. Maybe if I see you again, I'll have some backup too.
I look forward to it.
By the way, I didn't really mean any of the things I said out there, especially about you having the personality of a koala. You're way more pleasant, and I'm actually a big fan of your people's blooming onions.
You're a total bogan.
Wait, is that a good thing?
I don't think so.
Congrats on your first win, Red. I knew you wouldn't let me down. And you're not going to either, Trey.
What do you mean?
It's been a last-minute change of plans. My surprise opponent for tonight was injured.
Is that who I think it is?
That's right. It's me, the King of Cuteville, Prince Pretty. Unfortunately, I slipped on some ice and stubbed my turning toe.
Your turning toe?
Yes, the most important toe. EI, the toe one uses to turn on a runway. Ugh, I can't stand non-models. Anyway, it's a shame all these uggos here tonight will no longer get to see me compete against Riley Flash. Not that it would have been much of a contest. I mean, look at this man.
I have let myself go.
He couldn't lace my boots on his best day. To be fair, some of my finer boots are slip-ons that don't have any laces, but you get the point.
Anyway, Trey, I need you to take Tyler's place against me.
I thought you said I wasn't ready.
You're not, but I liked what I saw from you out there during Red's match, and also I don't have any other options.
All right, I'll do it. First match.
Do you want a picture to commemorate this moment?
That'd be great.
Nailed it. I'll post it for you. Hashtag gorgeous.
You know about fashion.
Obviously. Go on.
Well, I already went out there once tonight, so I want a different look for my match against Riley Flash. Do you have any last-minute suggestions?
Ah, the classic quick change, as we models call it. Well, when I look at you, I see 3 options that fit the theme and location of this show. Now you're ready to chop down the competition.
Wow, that's an interesting look.
You don't like it?
It's fine. It's just that maybe you should worry about the actual match, you know? I know you don't like to hear it when it comes from Riley, but he has a point. You might be too focused on everything other than what happens inside the ring.
People remember cool entrances and costumes. Entertainment is what makes wrestling great.
Wrestling makes wrestling great.
Well, there's more than one way to thread a needle.
Actually, there's only one opening on a needle, so...
Whatever, you know what I mean.
Anyway, what's more important is you're going to have your first match. So have a great one. And entrance, too.
Thanks.
Wilson back again for Riley Flash taking on Trey. So this is the surprise opponent that Winterfest paid big bucks for? If you're a little confused, you're not alone. Even though you were probably expecting something other than this match, I've been just told Winterfest will not be issuing refunds. Sorry. We saw Trey out here earlier in Red's corner, but he looks a bit different now. I'll leave it at that. Considering this is Trey's first official match, he doesn't look half bad. I mean, other than his outfit. Riley Flash has wrestled the who's who of popular superstars throughout his career. He never actually beat any of them, but who's keeping track? Wilson back again for Riley Flash taking on Trey. So this is the surprise opponent that Winterfest paid big bucks for? If you're a little confused, you're not alone. Even though you were probably expecting something other than this match, I've been just told Winterfest will not be issuing refunds. Sorry. We saw Trey out here earlier in Red's corner, but he looks a bit different now. And I'll leave it at that. considering this is Trey's first official match, he doesn't look half bad. I mean, other than his outfit. This is turning into a real kerfuffle. What's he doing, eh?
Help! Help! My tongue's stuck! Come on, I need some hot! Coco! Yeah! Hey, hold on! Come here! Help me out! Come here! Come on, help me!
Trey just got himself out of a sticky situation. But will he make it back into the ring before the 10 count?
9!
Injured tongue and all, this match will continue. Riley Flash has wrestled the who's who of popular superstars throughout his career. He never actually beat any of them, but who's keeping track? What's this nincompoop doing? The veteran Riley Flash picks up the win. It doesn't happen very often, so enjoy it.
Hey, I want to thank everyone for coming out to the show. And also, it needs to be said that I had 2 students who had their very first matches tonight. Red, who beat Peyton Royce earlier. Isn't that incredible? And now Trey, who had a good effort on short notice, but got a little bit ahead of himself. We'll work on his counting. Trey, I'd let you have the mic, but I think you might be a bit tongue-tied. Give it up one more time for Trey.
What a night!
I'm thinking Pavone's to celebrate.
Isn't that place super expensive?
It's on me. Well, technically my parents, but we deserve it.
All right, I'm in. Now get that heat blasting.
That's weird. Gas is full. I'll call them back later.
Maybe they can help with the car. And we can tell them about our first matches.
No.
Hey, it's Red. You're on speaker.
Oh, hi there. Are you visiting Denver at college?
What?
Now's not really a good time.
Why? Is something wrong? Are you having car trouble?
Yeah, we are. How'd you know that?
Just hang up.
Cut the crap. We remotely disabled the SUV because we know you're not at school, and we're pretty sure you never were. We got an alert about a substantial charge in Canada for something called Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy.
And then after we looked into it, we discovered charges for the past few months, including a crazy hotel bill, gas, food, clothes, you name it. Do you know how disappointed I was when I realized I was going to have to return all those reward points? I was this close to a free trip. This close!
It is not about the stupid points. We were hoping you'd come clean on your own about all of this, but I guess you're just gonna keep on lying.
Hey, wait! Look, this is what I want to do with my life, and no matter how many times I told you that, you still didn't support me, so I was pretty much forced to lie. Would you rather I be miserable at school?
Of course not, but you have to be realistic. You are never going to make it as a pro wrestler.
There's a better chance of me dating a supermodel.
Frank!
Which is impossible because your mom is stunning, and I would never date anyone else.
I will make it. And when I do, you'll wish you would have had my back before I was successful and famous.
It's not too late to try to put all this behind us. We'll activate the SUV if you come home now. Then I can try to get you re-enrolled in school for next semester.
You're gonna have to ship the car home, because I'm staying here to pursue my dreams. Maybe someday you'll understand that. Hey, wait! What are you doing? You're gonna get yourself killed.
I'd rather that happen than talk to you right now. Leave me alone.
Sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. We set out to do this together, and this doesn't change anything. I mean, other than the fact we now don't have a car or somewhere to sleep, but you know what I mean. I still want to do this if you do.
I appreciate your loyalty, but you lied to your parents and me about what we were doing here. And you basically sat back and let me steal from them.
Don't worry about the money, I'll pay them back. And I'm sorry, but you've always told me to take the advice from my birth parents' letter, right? About following my dreams? Well, that's all I was trying to do.
You didn't need to lie to do that.
It's the only way I could see this working. But I'll never keep a secret from you again, I promise. From now on, it's total honesty between the two of us, okay? You're gonna know everything, even how many times a month I shave my toes.
You shave your toes? Weird.
See? I'm an open book. So, no more secrets, okay?
I know he said no more secrets, but you can't tell him ours. It will ruin him. Okay. No more secrets.
So now what do? We're carless and without the credit card. Pretty soon we'll be homeless.
I think our only option is to hit the road and try to make some money on the indies. But we'll have to start roughing it like actual up-and-coming wrestlers.
You think we have enough cash for a new car?
I wouldn't say new. We managed to get a used car that fell under our budget, probably because it also fell under various recalls and safety violations.
Do we stick our phones in this slot? Nothing's happening.
I think that's a tape deck. This car doesn't exactly have the latest features. Roughing it, remember?
Right. So I'm assuming there's no Bluetooth.
No, but I did find an actual tooth in the trunk.
Shark or human?
Human, I think.
Lame.
Well, now that we have our extremely safe and luxurious ride that may or may not have had a body in the trunk at some point, where to? We do have Wrestle in Memphis on the list.
Assuming this piece of junk can make it that far, then I guess we're headed to the great state of South Carolina. That is where Memphis is, right?
Close. Maybe I should drive.
It's fine. I got this. Is that also a feature on older cars?
Nope. Don't think so. Catching up on old times has been great, but we should really get going. Besides, shouldn't we save some of this for our speech later?
But we just got through all the boring backstory stuff. It really starts to pick up from here.
I'm down for more.
Hey, guys. It's so good to see you. Congrats on the Hall of Fame. This is really happening.
It's not official yet. We have to actually make it to the building.
They're not going to start without you.
And even if they did, some of the speeches are so long, you'd still have plenty of time.
Great. We were just telling Pac all about how we got started.
Didn't we cross paths on an indie show early on in your career?
We did, at a minor league baseball stadium in Memphis, to be exact.
That's right. I knew you had it back then. Trey, not so much.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Because you didn't know the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch?
Speaking of wristwatches, we really should get going.
From my experience, this day goes by pretty fast. So you really want to relax and soak in every moment.
Lita's right. When I got inducted with DX, everything just flew by.
Then let's get back to soaking. Lita, if my memory is correct, you were just in Memphis for an autograph signing, but Red had other plans.
So I just want to thank everyone in Memphis for coming out to the show. It's always great to be a part of these smaller events and connect with the people who have supported me for so many years. I'll be available for pictures and autographs starting in a few minutes. Don't be shy.
Hold on a second, can we cut the music? In the spirit of not being shy, I have something I want to say. Growing up, I was a huge fan of yours. Facing you in the ring is actually on this list I have. So I know you don't wrestle that much anymore, but I'll always regret this moment if I didn't ask. How about you skip the autograph session and go one-on-one with me right now?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but who are you?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but none of these people would be here paying you $10 an autograph if it wasn't for me working my butt off this past year in Memphis.
Look, I get it. You're young and hungry, and you probably think I'm the entitled Hall of Famer who just shows up to cash in on all your hard work. But it's not like that. I'm here to support you and the indie scene. I mean, I used to be you. And by the way, I still didn't get your name.
You'll hear the ring announcer say it after I beat you.
So you're not backing down, huh?
Like I said, you're on my list.
I'm sorry, everyone. But I'm gonna have to delay this autograph signing until after I win this match.
Keon here, bringing you all the action from the home field of the Memphis Sliders. I didn't expect to see Lita wrestle here tonight, but I also didn't expect my 27-year-old twin sons to still be living with me, so sometimes life throws you some real curveballs. Red's got quite the temper on her. Actually reminds me of Sliders manager Tex Phillips. Did you know Tex once threw a bat at a fan who was razzing him? That was the last time his dad was ever allowed in a game. True story. And just a reminder, the Sliders are on the road. We'll be back for a 6-game homestand next week. So come on out and support the home team. Or the away team. Just get your butt here and spend some money, okay? I have 2 27-year-old man children to feed, and this franchise is dying quicker than the house fire. I've seen Red wrestle a few times, and she never disappoints. Unlike the new slider stew the stadium's serving up. Word of advice, unless you want your next bathroom trip to end in a rundown, I suggest you avoid it. If Red can pull off the win over a WWE Hall of Famer like Lita, I guarantee she'll be getting a call up to the bigs in no time. Be sure to get your picture taken with Memphis Sliders mascot Remy. And just a friendly reminder, he's not made of actual meat, so please do not attempt to bite and or lick him. Sounds crazy, but happens all the time. Red is out here fighting for respect, which is something we can all relate to. This morning, the twins threw donuts at me because I bought powdered jelly instead of chocolate sprinkle. Just a reminder, they're 27 years old. Anyway, let's get back to the action.
Good match, Red. I definitely knew Red's name after that night.
I was impressed Red was able to keep her composure and talk you into the match. Usually in those situations she would lose her temper and go into hothead mode.
You're one to talk about keeping your composure after what you did that night.
Before my match, I have something very important I need to do. I've seen Ribby out here dancing with the kids all night, but I think I've got some pretty sweet moves myself, so how about Ribby and I find out who's better with the dance-off? All right, I'll go first. Hit me with some music. Okay, Ribby, top that. Okay, wait, I was holding back. Let me get another turn. Win the dance-off is on this list I have. I'm not crying. This was fixed. I demand a fair rematch.
Hey, no one wants to see any more of your terrible dance moves. What they want to see is me kicking your ass. I mean, what kind of stupid name is Trey anyway? I think a better name would be Crossword, because you enter the ring vertically and you leave horizontally. I mean, with a name like that, your parents must be the type of people who, when you look into their eyes, you see the back of their heads.
You can say whatever you want about me, but don't talk about my parents.
What's the matter? You should be proud of them. Because I heard they created more tragedies than Shakespeare.
Did you come out here to dust off every one of your dated one-liners? Or do you want to have a match?
Look, I'm just trying to entertain these people after your awful dancing. I mean, I've seen better moves in a blind chess match.
If you want to entertain them so bad, then how about we give them a match they weren't expecting?
Well, if you keep boring everyone, pretty soon we're going to have an empty arena match.
I was thinking something more along the lines of no DQ.
You know what? I'll take that, and I'll do you one better. I know you've only been in Memphis for about a year, but I think everyone will agree that's a year too long. So how about we make this a no DQ, loser leave town match? Come on, Crossword. What do you say?
It's fitting your last match in Memphis is going to be in a baseball stadium because you just made the biggest error of your life. Oh, come on. That was just as good, if not better, than one of his lame jokes. Oh, shut up, Ribby. After I send Lawler packing, I'm going to eat you for dinner.
All right, let's do this, Crossword. Crossword, crossword, crossword.
Here again with a huge matchup of WWE Hall of Famer and Memphis legend Jerry the King Lawler taking on up-and-comer Trey. I can't believe this is now a loser leaves town match. If Jerry Lawler ends up having to leave Memphis, the city would go into a deep depression, emotionally speaking. It's the battle of the pile driver versus whatever Trey's finisher is. Honestly, I'm sure it's nowhere near as good as the pile driver. I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but Jerry the King Lawler is a hometown hero. Trey, if you somehow send the King packing, you might want to consider hitting the road too, for your own safety. Which reminds me, Slaughter Stadium is a safe space and will not tolerate bullying or threats of any kind. Thank you. I can't believe Trey thought he was going to beat Ribby in a dance-off. That giant piece of meat has got some sweet and saucy moves. Crossword, 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 crossword. Trey might be younger and quicker, but the King has a significant edge when it comes to experience, and not to mention the support of the home crowd. Come on, King! Get him! Beat that butt! This match reminds me of the Memphis Sliders rivalry with the Little Rock Boulders. A spirited contest with lots of brawling, and at the end of the night, the losers leave town. That's right, Little Rock. I just called you a bunch of losers. Sorry, might have gotten a bit carried away there. Apologies to any fans in attendance who made the drive over from Little Rock. Beautiful city. Find a way to get my grown-up twin sons into a losers leave home match. But I'm getting off track. Let's get back to the ring. This match has all the pressure of a winner-take-all playoff game. Not that I would know, since the Sliders are perennial doormats. There's always next year. Trey got to start up in Calgary. And after this match, hopefully he'll be on his way back there. These two are throwing heat right up in each other's kitchens, trying to avoid the grand slam. Now, I know I'm doing a lot of bad baseball puns tonight, folks, but that's all I got. Elected mayor of Memphis going up against a man who's only been in town for about a year. I think you know who has our vote. These two are trying to knock each other out of the park. When it comes to winning matches in Memphis, Jerry the King Lawler is pretty much batting 1,000. Let's hope he keeps that average up tonight. When you consider the match we had earlier between Red and Lita and now this contest, it's quite the doubleheader. It's up to these two to get the job done. There's no pinch wrestler coming in to replace them. If you ask me, Trey's really swinging for the fences trying to take out a legend like Lawler in his hometown. position. And if I hadn't skipped school to go to baseball games, I might not be in this position either. Trey's quickly learning that if you mess with the red, you get the king. Okay, maybe that doesn't quite work, but you get the point. Tonight's attendance is much higher than the Sliders game, where you can usually count the number of fans on 2 hands. Or 1 hand if you're our diehard fan, 13-finger Willie. And here is your winner, Jerry the King Lawler. He did it. He's not going anywhere. Yes!
Hit the road, crossword. Crossword, crossword, crossword.
Crossword.
I'm not gonna say I told you so, but...
I know. I was too focused on doing something stupid like a dance-off when I should have been worrying about my match with Lawler. And I'm sorry I let King bait me into the loser leaves town stipulation.
Not so easy to control your temper all the time, is it?
It's just he was saying stuff about my parents and I lost my cool.
That's what Lawler does. He's made an entire career out of it. He had no idea you're adopted.
Good thing. I'm sure he would have had a field day with that.
Well, it's too bad. I was enjoying Memphis.
You're not staying? Your career shouldn't go off the rails because I got in over my head and lost a match.
If you go off the rails, I go off the rails. I'm with you through good and bad. We're a package deal.
Okay. Package deal.
We should grab some food before we leave town. I'm thinking... ribs?
I deserve that. Well, pretty soon we're gonna have an empty arena match.
Back again with an empty arena match, or in this case, an empty stadium, which is only about 30 fans shy of a typical Memphis Sliders game. Jerry the King Lawler has had some of the most famous empty arena matches in history. This probably won't be one of them. You know, I just realized something. If the stadium is empty, who am I even talking to? That's weird, man. Lawler won't be able to rely on the home crowd advantage this time around, but if you ask me, I don't think he'll need it. It's so quiet here without a crowd that you can hear the scurrying about of the concession stand rats. And just a reminder, the Sliders are on the road. We'll be back for a 6-game homestand next week. So come on out and support the home team. Or the away team. Just get your butt here and spend some money, okay? I have 2 27-year-old man-children to feed, and this franchise is dying quicker than a housefly. This is one heck of a bonus match we're getting here tonight, folks. It just proves you never know what you're going to see at Memphis Sliders Stadium. Like that one crazy stunt where they had monkey umpires for a game. I still maintain they did a better job than the real ones. You know, it's not often we get a Hall of Famer competing here at the stadium. Although there was that one time minor league Hall of Famer Turk Spitball Simpson pitched at the age of 93. He had to be removed from the field by security on account he escaped from his nursing home, but still, what a memorable night. Pilo here, reminding you that tonight's wrestling event is brought to you by our sponsor, Bobby Joe's Dog Warden. If we lose your dog, the next one's on us. Wrestling has a long history of holding major events in baseball stadiums, including several WrestleManias and, of course, tonight's show. This match has the potential to go extra innings, but hopefully not, because I'm not sure how long the Sliders can afford to keep the lights on. I'm seeing a lot of swings and misses out there. Kind of reminds me of a Sliders game. Next Sunday's Sliders game is our annual Bring Your Pet Fish to the Stadium Day, where the first 50 fans who arrive with their pet fish will receive 2 free tickets and 1 month's supply of fish food. Please note, once all promotional tickets are gone, fish will be charged full price admission. It's the battle of the pile driver versus whatever Trey's finisher is. Honestly, I'm sure it's nowhere near as good as the pile driver.
One, two.
Let's go, King! Let's go, King! Let's go, King! Let's go, King! These two are throwing heat right up in each other's kitchens, trying to avoid the Grand Slam. These two are trying to knock each other out of the park.
One, two, three.
After I lost to Jerry the King Lawler and we were forced to leave Memphis, Red and I hit the road. And after a year or so of bouncing around, we made a name for ourselves in LA, where the indie scene was really taking off.
I'm leaving without you.
You can't do that. We're a package deal, remember? Besides, look who's headed our way.
Great.
I was wondering if she'd show up.
Relax. I'm not here to start anything, so don't get your collective skivvies in a bunch. This is the one day to put any past differences aside and honor your achievements, so congratulations. You've earned everything that's coming to you tonight.
What was that?
Maybe she has a conscience after all.
I seriously doubt that.
Forget her. To your story. I think LA was where I first saw you two wrestle in person. Remember? We ended up having that series of matches against each other.
How could I forget? It led to one of the most embarrassing nights of my career. We'd battled each other in just about every type of match, except for one that also happened to be on the list. Wrestle in a crybaby match. And since you had the first and only crybaby match with Razor Ramon back in the day, this was the perfect time to cross it off.
Month's event this Wednesday. This show sold out in 5 minutes, so good luck getting one. Wearing wrestling masks must remove their masks first. We need to see your face to check your ID, people. We ask you to please clean up after yourself. If you don't, we'll have to hire a cleaning crew and raise ticket prices. And nobody wants that. Haven't seen that before.
Sorry I put your friend in a diaper, but there was no way I was gonna let that happen to me again.
Maybe it'll teach him to stop putting ridiculous things on our list, but probably not.
Hey, this isn't public knowledge yet, so keep it on the DL. But WWE is going to be holding an all-women's tournament later this year.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're calling it the Mae Young Classic. Triple H asked me to keep an eye out for talent, so I'll be watching your match tonight against Candice LeRae. Don't hold back.
I never do.
Oh, this stuff's all in my eyes. I can't see. I think I'm going blind.
I don't know why he's so cranky. I fed him and changed his diaper.
Any chance you can babysit during my match?
Update on the collapsed crane situation? It still sucks. Both sides of the 405 remain closed. If you don't live nearby the valley, you might as well sleep in your car, if it hasn't been broken into. Not so friendly reminder, there There's no smoking allowed in the building. If we get fined, you pay it. Plus, it's gross. FYI, we've gotten requests to do birthday announcements, and the answer is no. This isn't a baseball game, people. We've been informed that a guy here has lost his wedding ring. If you find it, please turn it in, or just pawn it. I don't care. Please leave our celebrity guests alone. They know you're big fans of their movies and TV shows. Just let them watch the match.
You are ass, you black bitch.
As always, we are not responsible for any injuries sustained while at our show. Besides, wear a scarf, be the coolest souvenir you could get.
DA hug. Oh, should you watch THT Ebony?